What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Deb to go back with another video. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for showing love to that last video that I posted. I did a moving average training. That's the basic moving average training. As you can see, I still have my moving average up here, but for today's lesson, we're going to be learning how to find support and resistance. So about every trader I know, everybody uses a support and resistance. It's a very, very, very important key to trading. And it can teach you where your zones are and where to trade to and where to put stop losses and take profits. So I definitely think this is a number one key to trading. So I'm just gonna go over how to find the support and resistance on top of using my moving average. So we're gonna continue with the lesson. So if you are watching this video, please like this video, please subscribe to the channel, and enjoy this video, man. But we're gonna get straight into the lesson. So basically, when I'm finding support and resistance, you just want to look back in history and see where price kind of rejected. We want to look back and see where price rejected. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna zoom out, and I'm gonna go to my day chart. I like to find my support and resistance off the day. So I'm gonna find some recent ones. I'm gonna find some recent ones since the price is down here right now. So with price down here at this area, I see that price rejected here, a bunch of wicks, a bunch of rejection here, rejection. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab my box tool, and I'm simply just going to draw out my zone. I'm going to draw a simple zone here. This is a strong area of support. As you can see, price is there right now. And then I just want to find a resistance, so I know where price is being trapped at. So we have our moving average here. Like I said, moving average can be used as showing where support and resistance is, as well. As you can see right here where the moving average is. They rejected a lot in this area. Where the moving average was following on the trend, it rejected a lot. So the moving average actually does help us finding support and resistance. Now, as you can see, we have a rejection here and rejection here in this area. So I'm gonna get my box. I'm gonna just draw another key zone. So when we're trading, we want to trade from zone to zone. So if I was to wait for price to break out of this box below or this box above, I would just trade to the next zone. So I am on the day. I'm going to find another zone of rejection. So I'm going to look here. This is where rejection is, right here. Rejected here. We have a lot of rejection here where it reversed and went the other way. So I'm going to draw a box here around this area. And like I said, we want to just trade zone to zone. So that's another area there. Then I'm going to draw another area of resistance. Support. I'm sorry, support. So we have a bunch of rejection here. So I'm going to draw a zone in this area as well. So we have 4 areas of support and resistance. So like I said, it's a very important key to trading. So if price were to come out of this zone, I would just simply buy here and continue to trade here. If price was to break out of this box, I would simply sell here and sell and take profit in this zone. So that's why it's very important to find your zones in trading, so you know your support and resistance. But we're gonna go to another example. We can find a better example on how to identify support and resistance. So we're gonna come here. We're one day. Oh, I see a lot of rejection on EUR AUD, the euro versus Australian dollar. So I like to look at wicks. So I see rejection here. You see we went on a large impulse here. But I'm going to come back in history and figure out where do I have rejection at? So you can see right here that this is a very, very key zone. This is a very key zone, and you see that price is stuck in this zone right now. So we found our support. Now it's time to find our resistance. So you can see we have rejection here. We have some wicks here, and we have a bunch of just consolidation right here. We have rejection here. So I'm going to place another zone here. It's that simple on support and resistance. All I'm doing is finding wicks and finding where price rejected itself. Finding out where price rejected in the past, and we're predicting where it's going to reject in the future. If we look back in the past, we can find a bunch of support and resistances. We have a very strong wick here that came up that's around our zone that we drew. And if you look at the moving average, when you have zones, we're going to use this moving average as an example. So if I were to draw zones here, we have rejection here and a lot of rejection here. And we have a bunch of rejection over here. So I'm going to draw a zone here. I'm going to draw a zone here. You see it rejected this zone, came down and rejected it again. So that was our resistance. So we're going to find our support. We have rejection here and it reversed. We have rejection here and it reversed up right off of our moving average. So we're going to draw another zone there. All support and resistance is, we're just looking for rejection. So we have our zone there. So simply, if we were in this trade, let's say after this, nothing mattered. Nothing. So on this side, nothing exists. So we're going to look at it like this. On this side of this blue line, nothing in the market exists. So we have our resistance here and our support here. And I'm going to show you why it's very important to be able to identify where your support and resistance is. Because simply, if we waited for price to break out of this zone, so when you break out of a support and resistance, you always have a retest. So we would have waited for price to break out of that zone and come back and retested it. We could have gotten our trade here and just simply rode it down. We could have simply rode this trade down all the way here. And all we're doing is trading from zone to zone. So I'm going to grab my box again and literally draw support and resistance again from trading zone to zone. We have a lot of swing traders, and what swing traders are, they like to hold positions for a while to catch a large amount of pips. So all we do is just keep and drawing zones. We would have traded from this zone to this zone. That's still well over 100 pips in the market. And then we just draw our next zone. We'll see where price rejected. It rejected here. We have a bunch of wicks here. We have rejection here. So we're just going to draw another zone. That could have been take profit 1 here, take profit 2 here. And then we simply just draw our next zone again. Find our next support and support. We see rejection here, and we have some rejection back here. So what we're going to do, we're just going to draw another zone. So if we would have gotten this trade here, take profit 1, that's our next zone. Take profit 2, our next zone. If you would have seen it broke out of take profit 1, it came back and retested take profit 1. We could have put another entry here and wrote it down to take profit 2. It broke out of take profit 2 and went back and retested take profit 2. Take profit 3 is here. It barely missed take profit 3. We could have really put our zone a little higher where it rejected in this area and it rejected here, rejected in here. So my zone was a little low, but it barely hit take profit 3. We could have rode this trade out just by knowing what support and resistance is, and knowing that every breakout of a zone is a retest of a zone and continuation. So we have a breakout, correction, and then a continuation. So you could have easily made money just by knowing what a support and resistance is. And on top of that, on the last lesson that I posted, we have our moving average. Like I said, if the moving average is above price, it's a sell. If it's underpriced, then it's a buy. If you can see here, we identified our breakout for us, broke out, tested the moving average, and it dropped off the moving average. Moving average is above price the whole way. We could have caught this big move by just knowing what support and resistance and having a moving average of 50. So that's a very easy take profit just by knowing what support and resistance is. So that's all that I really wanted to talk about on support and resistance. Knowing that support and resistance is a very, very major key to knowing how to trade in this foreign exchange market. I do trade in the foreign exchange market, and knowing my support and resistance has took me a very, very long way in this market. Because if you just get in the market and don't know where your zones are and don't know where you're trading and knowing a good way to predict the market, because nobody knows what the market is actually going to do, but we educate ourselves and we figure out things like this and identifying support and resistance, and we can get in easy trades like this. So that's really gonna wrap up this training on support and resistance. I hope everybody that's watching this video learned something valuable today watching this video. I will have more videos coming very soon, maybe the same day today, who knows. But I appreciate everybody for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video and share this video with some of your friends, because this information can really help a lot of other people. So like I said, make sure you subscribe and get this video a like, and that's going to wrap up this basic training on support and resistance and how you can enter and get out of trades. Thank you.